What's going on, everybody? It's your guy, 2Real Anime, and today I will be talking about Boruto Chapter 75 spoilers, along with why I think Kaguya was right all along. But before I begin, I want to thank everyone who's new that's coming into the video for the first time. Thank you for clicking on this video and giving me a chance. I highly appreciate it. So, of course, we all see the spoilers, and these past day, it just really made me think about everything that's been going on in the Boruto series in the Naruto verse. One of the main things that I really took out of the spoilers is the Otsutsuki God had the Byakugan, Ishiki's Dojutsu, and also the Rinnegan. Now, the only time the Rinnegan was on somebody's head was Momoshiki, or rather his hand, also Momoshiki, and Kaguya. Now, I know people are wondering, what does that have to do with the Otsutsuki God? That's my point exactly. I really feel like Kaguya building her army, taking the fruit, doing things like that. Now, I remind you guys, this is only anime. This was not shown. Kaguya's backstory was not shown in the manga, but the backstory was shown in the anime. But in the anime, Kaguya was shown to try to gather an army of white Zetsu to basically counter the incoming threat of the Otsutsukis, which was probably Momoshiki and Yorishiki and Kinshiki. Now, we know that she basically sneaked Ishiki and almost killed him, but he didn't die. So the real question is, where did the Otsutsuki God come from before all of this? And what was his role in making Kaguya come to Earth with the tree? And what was his deal with Ishiki? Now, of course, I think he is, of course, the god of Otsutsuki, and he probably made orders for Kaguya or Ishiki to go to Earth and to cultivate a fruit. And that just gets me to think, like, hold on. Kaguya already knew all of this ahead of time. This is why I feel as though the story of Boruto is a very good story. And I feel like the Otsutsuki story is only getting better as time progresses. At first, it kind of upsetted me when Kaguya appeared against Madara, and we were just now learning everything about Kaguya as far as in the anime, and we didn't really get to know much about Kaguya in the manga other than what other characters said about her, or other than what White Zetsu informed us about her. But the main thing that really took the cake was the Rinnegan on the head. And certain Otsutsukis, when they eat the fruit, they unlock certain powers and a lot more things, of course. But they unlock certain powers. And one of the main things are dojutsu. So it can either be Byakugans, it can either be Rinnegan, or it can either be what Ishiki has as his dojutsu, or it can be any number of things that an Otsutsuki can obtain. Now, just to think about it now, what would any other Otsutsuki's ultimate form look like? I'm not sure, but throughout the anime, we have seen Yorishiki's basically ultimate form, which he also has a Rinnegan on his head too. So that leads me to believe that, of course, that it is a hierarchy, of course. And I feel like the Otsutsuki who have the Rinnegan and the Byakugan are a higher tier than a person like Kenshiki or a person such as Ishiki. Now, of course, people would automatically think Ishiki would be the strongest Otsutsuki. But after the spoilers came out, seeing the god of Otsutsuki, it really makes you reconsider that. And it also makes you think about all the Otsutsuki that came before Ishiki that basically pioneered a way for Ishiki. Now, seeing that the Otsutsuki god has Ishiki's dojutsu, we can kind of put two and two together that this is definitely the progenitor of this dojutsu. And he has the Byakugan also with the Rinnegan in his head. We don't know much about what the Otsutsuki god holds just yet. Hopefully this chapter and Amato in this chapter will divulge more on that. But for Ishiki to tell this story to Amato is insane. And for the Amato to get the tools and the knowledge to divide the power of that Otsutsuki god and place them both in Ada and Daemon is totally fucking ridiculous. And it just really makes me think like, yo, Kaguya was definitely right about what she was trying to do, but she might have went about it the total wrong way. But I can understand why she did it and for what. Basically, she wanted her own peace, and seeing how she couldn't get it, and I feel like the only way for her to even counter that Otsutsuki god or to even counter Ishiki, first of all, she did not attack Ishiki pre-fruit. I think she attacked Ishiki after she ate the fruit, to where as though, okay, she knows she has a fighting chance just in case Ishiki decides to, not fall off of the first blow. But I feel as though Ishiki was definitely a sacrifice to what Kaguya was basically trying to do, and that's to test her power out. When she tested her power out on Ishiki, she pretty much decided right there, like, okay, I think I have enough to take on the Otsutsuki god, Momoshiki, Kenshiki, Urashiki, or whoever comes to Earth. I have enough to take him down since I was able to kill Ishiki from what she thought. But it also backfired on her in the anime when Hagoromo and Hamura actually defeated Kaguya and end up sealing her away, which Black Zetsu basically came back and, got her unsealed and did a whole clusterfuck of mind fucks for the Naruto verse. But I'm not going to get into that. But like I said, guys, it's just weird to me how everything transpiring now with the Otsutsuki and seeing the Otsutsuki guy now, it just makes me want to add everything up to the possible T, more or less about Kaguya's story and beyond, because now we see what her real reasoning was of taking the fruit. It wasn't because of Ishiki. It's because of this fucking tank that we have right here. And just seeing Ada's power of clairvoyance, seeing Ada's power of her Shinrigan and seeing Daemon's power, it's just like, bro, how can you stop that? And he has Ishiki's dojutsu and a Rinnegan and a Byakugan. That is an impossible thing to destroy or beat unless you have the same exact thing, which Kaguya had to a degree. She only had the Byakugan and the Shinrigan. The I can't even pronounce it right now, guys. Excuse me. But she had the Shinrigan, and I feel like that right there automatically put Kaguya at the top of the food chain. And with her being skeptical and being scary, she automatically ate that fruit, not knowing when that Otsutsuki god can come. But it's just weird how the Otsutsuki god supposedly died, or could have died, and his powers were divided and split and given to Ada and Daemon, which is just insane. How the fuck do you get a hold of Otsutsuki's power and split it into and basically put it in the two cyborgs. It's just, it baffles me at this point. And that's why I really feel like we need an Osuski novel or some sort from our boys out there in Japan, man, because we need more backstory. We need more backstory. This is the time, man. Come on now. You guys are introducing Osuski God. We need an Osuski backstory. That's a definite. But man, this is just one big thing after another. And I feel like Boruto chapter 75 is only the beginning of what we will see. And I believe these next 5 chapters is definitely going to be hype, man. I could definitely see Code invading. I could see a lot other things going on. But guys, that will be the end of the video today. I want to thank everybody who stopped through, and especially I want to thank the new subscribers who stayed and listened. I highly appreciate you guys so much. Thank you very much for your support. And also, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. That helps me out tremendously. I highly appreciate it, guys. Thank you. It's your boy 2Rare Anime. I'm out.